We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from Landover. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First play, and McCarthy to throw. That one is caught by Collins. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll lead to a second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Rolling right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Commanders' 9-yard line. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Here's Pacheco. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, New York.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. Terrific. Start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
On first down, Murray. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. It's second down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Murray. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now, Murray on the bootleg. That one thrown on the runs, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw again is Murray. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big play there for Washington. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On play action, Murray. And he'll take it on in. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Open man, that's Collins. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, here's McCarthy. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and that will lead to a second down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He'll find the rookie from Oregon, Terrence Ferguson. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 4. Now McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7. At the 9.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Juwan Johnson. Touchdown, New York. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns. Knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
The return starts at the 13. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
First and 10 at the Giants' 46-yard line.
They go play action now. Murray. He's going to tuck it and go. And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. A big play there on the scramble. And even 30 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable.
And he'll take this one in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Commander.
Touchdown.
He just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Hope now for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece. The score as this one's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, New York.
To throw is McCarthy. That's down the field, and he's got Ferguson, the tight end. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Forced to his right. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Giants. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now Murray on 1st down. He connects with Palmer on that one. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 39-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot on this one.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing Murray. Rolling to the left. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Washington. Now, Folk on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will even the score. It's now 21-all. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Past midfield. Look at him go. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. An NFL record-tying 99-yarder. Touchdown, New York. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back from the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
He'll grab it at the 12. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Murray now to throw on first down. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. He's in! Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Commanders.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Big ace. Hey.
They go play action with Murray. Escaping the dangers, throwing and completing. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Commanders, first down.
They go play action for Murray. A throw on the move is caught, and they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
First and 10.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Throwing now, Murray on first down, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. On play action, Murray. Open is the tight end, Oliver. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Third and 2. Here we go. They'll try and run for the first with ETN. A gain there of 13 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Play action. It's Murray. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Washington. Folks, extra point is good. And the Commanders will go up by 7.
Commanders 35. Giants 28.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver?
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the championship.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Murray. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. That is 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Folks, extra point is good. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead.
Giants 48.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. They bring Chase in motion. Out to his right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Chase Young taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. This one's going to be taken in by Collins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd
Brings
down.
up 2nd and 10.
Now Murray keeping it himself. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd down and 3. Working out of the gun, Murray. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Commanders first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The RPO, it's caught by St. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. And plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Murray now off the bootleg. That is high. What a dive on the scramble. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Washington. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Folk now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 31-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
He was brought down by Owen Miller. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And that one incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Second and 11. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.